Shits, we live, yo. What the fuck did Johnny say? Anybody got? People still got their microphones.
What the fuck Johnny just say?
I don't know if mine's on.
Yeah, everything's on. Everything's still on.
Man, what did you say?
Johnny, everything is still on. Johnny, what the?
Welcome to After Shxts, everybody.
Hold on, let me get Axel on real quick. I gotta get Axel in here.
Oh, see it. I told you I wasn't
Now
there.
you are Axel.
But yeah, Johnny, you need some help.
No.
Anyway.
No, these dudes need help. The
No.
Diddy Meek guy.
Yo.
Yeah, you good. I'm straight too.
Don't do it.
Man, this is the After Shxts, and
Don't
we're on
do it,
Mr.
Johnny.
Goodbarz. We do After Shxts on Mr. Goodbarz.
I got you.
We'll do that all night. I don't know what the hell Johnny was talking about. Johnny, I don't even know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna just let you rock, my boy. I'm gonna let you rock. We're watching the Academics Meek Mill fall. A lot of people are really in their bag about the whole Meek Mill situation, so we're gonna talk about it a little bit more because it is a part of hip hop. I'm joined by Axel, Johnny Ghost, and my big brother, Beneficial Bang Carter. We in the place to
Bang.
be.
Yo, already know.
On this podcast, this is a M-rated podcast. This is for mature parts. This is After the Shxts that we talk about. We get a little bit more in depth what's going on. Academics at this currently time is talking about Meek Mill and the hypocritical situation that comes with Meek Mill, and why I'm talking about it too, because I feel like what Academics is going to speak on is the false black masculinity that's in hip hop and how people take this internet stuff way too seriously and they dive themselves into it, and some people don't even push their own music. They would rather talk about this than talk about what's going on with their music and what they have going on. So we're going to talk about it because a lot of people have opinions about it. If you have any comments that you guys want to leave, please do so. I'm not sharing this. If you're watching this right now, you're watching this because you're interested in what we have to talk about. Let's watch Academics. We were a couple minutes in, but we're going to run it back real quick.
No problem with the rappers using artistic expression to say anything in the world. And actually, I don't even have a problem generally with, like, if that's your reality, like, for example, King Von, if you're rapping about violence, it is what it is. It's just when you start speaking out both sides of your face. Yo, stop the violence. I want to be a cause for change. And your music still represents and promotes said violence.
I agree with that. I think he's absolutely right about that.
All I know is these ghettos that I've came from, and I'm just rapping about what I know. I'm sorry. I know I'm rich, but I'm ignorant. Whatever. Cool. But he's saying that he's trying to promote anti-violence. That's why I thought it was hypocritical. So I tweeted to him. By the way, I got blocked. That's why I got blocked. I tweeted him and I said,
this is recent, too.
You're going to rap about gun violence to increase the violence in the inner cities by 400%. Then you're going to pledge a measly 10% of your earnings from instead of rapping to combat the same violence you promoted. Wow, this guy's a saint. Then I followed up, which was the tweet that was probably the gunshot. I said, Meek Mill think he could be an activist in the daytime, a villain at night. This nigga must think Philly's Gotham City, and he must be the fucking penguin. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, right?
He called him the Penguin.
Hey, now, I'm going to say something about this. It's because Academics is really showing you and revealing to you what Meek Mill was doing. He was rapping about struggle with trenches and this and that, and then talking about prison reform. And that's backwards, man. I get it. You gave back to your city. You help families out. But you can't say, oh, the poison is bad for you, but I'm gonna give you some poison over here. Like that doesn't make any sense.
You
like,
get it over this other way though.
Talking to the mic, man.
Yeah, he was like, you can come get it over this other way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
as long as it's no didn't.
Yeah, no.
That's what I heard Academics say.
I think this is probably the best movie.
Off the rip.
You know, he blocked me, and he actually had a message on his thing of why he blocked me, and I thought it was hilarious too. You delete that as well? Okay. Oh no. Here's his answer for what I was trying to say. He says, "I'm from the street, but I'm an activist, and I don't negotiate with terrorists. Y'all didn't think this was possible. Now y'all mad. I can make it out and have the same attitude and be an activist. It's babies in Gaza starving today. Shut the fuck up, dude." Now, all of those seem like just incoherent thoughts. Babies starving in Gaza has nothing to do with him saying he's in the streets, but he's an activist for the streets. This whole thing didn't make sense, But of course, it's Meek Mill. We can't expect any better, right? Then he says, in response to the activists in daytime villain at night, he says, "I'm gonna show you how you hurt computer geeks. Just hit the block button. I'm still shooting a video in front of your house. I'm coming. I only want to hear from you in person." Then he hits the block button and he says, "Okay, it's over. I just want to see how many days I could make a bad geek lose sleep." So I blocked him. Okay. And then he went on to tweet about 20 tweets showing people that, he's been giving back to Philly. So he tweeted out here, him giving back to the elementary school.
That's
here,
great. I
him
love
doing
that.
something else, or actually just bringing a highlight to a story, him giving back to North Philly.
Biden.
Him giving Christmas gifts to people in Philly. Community recap, giving back stuff. More stuff.
That's cool. He needs to do
Honestly,
that.
man,
If he did that, he'd be straight.
it's important to be cohesive. Again, if I'm Meek, I won't even get involved in prison reform. Put it like this. I guarantee they want 21 Savage to be the face of immigration reform, right? 21 Savage, has now gotten a green card by his own admission.
Yep. Talk. Shout out to 21 Savage.
Back to England, right? I'm pretty sure governors and everybody who have a political plate for immigration or immigration reform wants him to walk around with them and fucking give these speeches about, "Hey, I'm a hardworking immigrant. I came over here. I've been doing the right things. I've been paying my taxes. Listen, for all the hardworking, non-violent, non-criminal immigrants, they deserve a chance at having citizenship." That
Right.
is true, right?
I like that.
But if you hear 21 Savage music, he's saying spin the block until it ain't nowhere to park or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, he's only
That's
rapping
a
about,
bar.
for the most part, violence. You get what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't be the face of something that's to show non-violence, and then you're only rapping about violence. That's the only point with me. Regardless, we're not going to keep beating a dead horse. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me see. I just wanted to watch this documentary with you guys.
Well, I've had people tell me.
And I think this gives a very well needed end to the Meek Mill saga.
Only reason
Let me
I'm
just say
only
this
reason
again.
I'm showing this, by the way, is because I've had conversations with multiple artists online about the Meek Mill situation with Diddy. As you could tell, Academics hasn't responded once about that. He hasn't said anything about what Meek is allegedly doing with Diddy. He hasn't even mentioned Diddy's name yet. And I said something about it on Facebook. I heard the audio clip. I think that's crazy. It was one of Diddy's security guards. And people came out. Big shout out to my man Kai. Salute to his brand and everything. He said we should be looking at what Meek is doing positively. And as you can see, Academics spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? Academics brought that to the forefront and said, hey, this is what Meek did, but this is what I've experienced with him as a person. So we're not even talking about the Diddy situation. I want that to be known. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about Meek Mill as what he has done for the community and the false pretenses he's set over line and what his city thinks of him. And a lot of the people don't like that. A lot of the people don't like what he was doing. So let's continue on.
People who have seen in the last 2 weeks, I've tortured Meek Mill's career. I've ripped his credibility shred by shred. I've had his entire city go against him.
That's what Academic is doing, and he's still giving prompts.
It's in the twilight of his career. This all started because Meek Mill, who thought it was big, bad, and mighty, has threatened me over a dozen times. He's always had disparaging things to say.
So hold up, you're advocating for prison reform. And this is what Academics is talking about. You're advocating for prison reform, but you're threatening someone over the internet, telling some "I'm gonna get you, sucker" and all that other stuff. That's what Academics is showing. Academics is making a legislature to that. Academics is not a gangster.
Academics is just pointing out that he's a bully.
He's a bully to him, and y'all people are still trying to defend Meek.
There ain't no defending, though. It is a fact. It's just an is thing. If you like him, you like him. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's an asshole. No one likes Axl Rose, but people like his music.
See? See, Johnny talking about a whole different world right there. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on.
When I was just only doing my job, he always made it clear that if he didn't like how I did my job, that he would try to hurt me, right? And I'm not saying that he can't say that.
Because people
But
be
when
doing
I
things
use
behind closed
my
doors and
words,
think people
my
look great, but they're
tactics,
really not.
because
They
we all
suck.
play differently.
That's what it is. The light is being
People
shown
can't
on the
say
dark.
that you're doing
Cat
it.
Williams said it
Right?
earlier this
'Cause there
year.
was nobody that
He
came
said the
to my
darkness
job
will be shown through light.
Music video for my house.
Shout out to Cat
We
Williams.
see
Shout out to Cat
combination,
Williams.
He
which is
back.
like, hey,
He's
yo,
definitely
no
back.
Diddy. Nobody cared when he said, yo, he's gonna put hands on me, make an example. Nobody cares about that. So when I hear people now saying, yo, why are you trying to stop him from doing reform? I don't like the guy. The guy don't like me.
Just like
Don't
that.
just come in here and be like, oh my God, what? No. He doesn't like me. I don't like it. We're keeping it very clear. All of this was actually fueled by his own ego, though. And if you ever want to watch a very good story of how ego could be the downfall of a man, and how not only fame is fleeting and temporary, but also whatever status you employ or you think you're at in life, it could always be taken from you. And nothing is actually owed to you. You have to keep working for it. You have to
Amen.
watch Meek Mill. He's an entitled fuck. Someone who
That is great.
his talents and appreciating people around him that helped him. All he did was gain a really nasty superiority complex. So this is just a nice little documentary that kind of documents the rise and fall of Meek Mill. And after this, I'm going to leave this alone. I think I've won this battle with Meek 4-0. I think there's never been a cleaner victory.
He made that shit sound like a battle. He made that shit sound like a battle rap.
It wasn't even a battle, bro. That was a
Never
massacre.
looked past the mark in victory. And I think after this, Meek Mill would have no choice but to kill him. I'm just keeping it being with you because
That's crazy.
intellectually he can't fuck with me. That would actually be
That's
something
crazy,
that would
act
help his
talking
own
like
career
that.
out and make me
Act crazy.
He's just not that smart. Okay, it's the guy who plays tic-tac-toe on a chessboard. We all know this, right? Anyway, let's watch and learn.
Man, Meek done. Meek done. Drake, he done. Nicki, he done.
What up, Chris
He went to
Sanders?
jail, he done. This, that.
From being a
By the way, I'm also playing this for upcoming artists and other people who are in the
And I'm playing this for upcoming artists,
Watch and
so
learn,
y'all can see what's really
because
going
this
on.
guy
So
is-
people want to chat about it. People got opinions about it. Let's really see what's going on. Let's really look at what hip hop is talking about. Everybody pulls their own perception every single time. I'm just gonna show y'all what they talking about and what's going on and what I can perceive as my brain, as a receiver, as this thing as we call reality, because reality is all a hallucination that we all can agree upon. That's all reality is.
It's a lesson in self-sabotage, right? It's self-sabotage. Like, people who like to be victims will always say people are hating on them while they keep putting themselves in precarious positions. And that's what you're going to see. Keep watching.
talented young rapper in the streets of Philly,
If I get a piece of pie, my man got the slice that. Break it down, take it down.
and growing up to create cultural anthems like Dreams and Nightmares,
That intro is classic.
The intro
That's a
ended up being the
classic.
biggest record on the whole album.
to constantly being joked about online and recently asking his fans if he fell off. Meek Mill has gained a reputation for being emotional, corny, and even hypocritical.
Dreams and Nightmares was for him.
It was. Yo, his music's dope. I'm not even taking that. I'm
No,
not
no
even-
one's saying anything about his music.
No one's saying nothing about his
Hiding
music.
your,
Identity.
stop hiding your true
Everyone's
identity.
just saying he's an
Stop
asshole.
hiding your true identity, because as a artist and everything, that's an act. But your true identity, you don't hide that either.
How many artists do we personally know that write good music, but they're freaking assholes?
Ash K, Jennifer, Jenny, Russ, Rich, Rebecca, Swada, welcome to After the Shxts.
It becomes like that conversation of separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of either personal life stuff or drama, or even there's certain artists that stay out of the limelight.
But even so, they're just.
on purpose.
How many artists do we personally know
There's tons,
they can write music, yeah, but they're shitty ass people.
but they're complete shitties. Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it. How many like to what
Them always
point?
stayed out the
you know?
spotlight on purpose. Same
Right.
with Dr. Dre. They stayed out of the spotlight on purpose. Jay-Z stays out of the spotlight on purpose. He pops around when he wants to. Pops out when he wants to and unexpected. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
50. Now, I mean, only if they want to. They do it when they want to. and when they feel like it. They position themselves like that, and that's the way to move.
Put themselves in certain situations,
Yep.
whether they're not looking emotional, corny, or hypocritical.
Facts.
And I think that's the greatest part about it. Actually, got anything you want to add to that?
Oh no, that was it.
Okay, bet.
Critical.
He's ultra sensitive. This is why I know Meek is a comment gangster.
Ever since Nicki left you, you are a nobody.
But the question is, how did he put himself in this position? Is it from making many questionable posts like some of these? Or could it be from all of the himself in this position? Is it from
Run
making
that
many
back.
questionable posts like
There
some
it
of
is.
these?
Ouch.
Or could it be from all of the beefs he's been involved in
Hey,
that they
yo.
turned out? Because some of Meek Mill's decisions have hurt his reputation so bad, some think he will never fully recover. And the first mistake was going after Drake in 2015. By pushing one button on his phone, Meek Mill made an emotional decision that changed his life forever. Drake appeared on Meek's song Rico for his new album, and Drake's verse is what allegedly began the beef. Old ways, new woman, gotta keep a balance. The girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge. Meek then got on Twitter and made...
That's what you got mad about, dog? Like, really? That's what made you mad? Like, so what? Like, so what? Let that man talk his shit. Like, that's what you. That's why you mad? Like, I can't even believe that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
made a tweet accusing Drake of not writing his own lyrics.
My man thought he was getting dissed with the line.
Sal,
Alice
Alice,
really not a challenge.
T, what's good with you, Butch? What's up?
He's not dissing.
And I can't even blame Meek for thinking this, because Drake will be your friend and still your girl. Ask Chris Brown. This means Meek would have felt Drake was talking about Nicki Minaj, who Meek Mill was dating at the time. And we can't forget, Drake has a past with Nicki Minaj from his Young Money days, and when she gave him a lap dance on the Anaconda music video.
Even when there were things happening, even when I couldn't speak to him, I think he felt, the love that I will always have for him.
I've always, really had a crush on her, always really loved her. So I'll be playing with her for years until she's ready to go.
After Meek sent that tweet, the rest was history. Drake got the win, continued winning forever. But for Meek, it was a nightmare. All over social media, he was taking out for losing, and it couldn't have been easy. But the nightmare was just getting started. Not long after the Drake,
Comic beat up Drake. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, probably.
Word the mother.
Nicki, who we should mention.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yo, I don't get.
Here you go. Here we go.
I don't get why.
Start your engines.
I don't get why Meek's all in his bag though.
He's in somebody else's bag.
Exactly.
Because this breakup was ugly.
Yikes.
In the lyrics reference the conversation she allegedly had with Meek Mill. In this conversation, apparently Meek told her about Nicki getting implants.
Yo, that's crazy.
Essentially,
Yo.
He didn't do things with her because of that. A couple of months later, Meek had bars for Nicki on his album called Wins and Losses.
Girl gets implants, you can't fuck her. If your girl get I don't know, BBLs or whatever, how long before you can clap the cheeks? Wow.
People taking shots. Can't stop me, they ain't real enough. Cut her off, act like she's dead, and it's killing her. And of course, Nicki didn't take too kindly to this. It went on the offense. Meek later said in the culture, I definitely wasn't in nobody's DMs. Don't worry, Meek, I believe you. But in December of 2018, when Nicki confirmed her new relationship via Instagram, fans were dying to know what Meek Mill thought. During a hashtag #AskMeek Twitter
Ralph
session,
says
he had a
facts.
pretty interesting response when asked about Nicki's new man. Petty. I don't feel nothing. I don't know that man to judge him. I went to check him out on her page and found out I was blocked. For the next year, things were pretty quiet between the two, but in 2020, everything exploded. Meek and Nicki Minaj's now husband, Kenneth Petty, got into a shouting match at a West Hollywood shopping store. In a video captured by TMZ, you can hear the yelling.
Look, man. At this point in time in my career, if I'm in a jewelry store or a clothing store and you want to argue with me in the store, let's just set up a celebrity boxing match. Let's throw the ones. Let's make some money with this yelling shit.
My money's on Tyson.
Getting man. Let's make some money with this yelling shit because. Or let's battle or something. I'm not gonna holler or yell at you in a store where I'm trying to spend my money.
For real.
I'm not doing it. And this are the things you gotta look at. I'm not yelling at you in the store. No, I don't care.
Screaming matches and shit.
No, I'm not doing it. People like to do that shit and create emotion so they can take control of a situation. That doesn't work no more.
He's just
No
trying
one
to get
cares
views.
about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Second views.
White people thought they were cool. Yeah. So, and I no, man. No, I'm not doing that.
No views. Yeah.
No. Come on, man.
My Instagram number is down. Yeah.
What up, Thomas?
Things got even uglier.
What up, Diane?
Serious accusations were made, including domestic disputes, defending convicted criminals, among other things. And both sides denied those allegations. But Nikki wasn't done. Been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My guy, move on. I know your girl embarrassed. Proved yourself in the store, and you got pressed though. After the Drake beef in 2015,
that's crazy.
And now the Nicki breakup in 2016, Meek was looking to change the page and strictly focus on the positive in 2017. And things were looking to be turning back into that right direction. Like he was heading for the Drake beef. But suddenly, there was a new chapter in Meek's nightmare.
It shit reminds me of Super Metroid.
Has just been sentenced to 2 to 4 years in state prison after a judge today found him guilty of violating his probation.
Meek Mill was ordered by a
That
judge to
sucks.
serve 2 to 4 years
Got
in prison
locked up.
for violating
Got locked up.
all stemming back to 2009. But Meek was advocating for something bigger, and many others were too. He put a spotlight on issues within the justice system while on probation.
This is not about P. Diddy.
For so long, as he wasn't criminally
Nah.
I just want that to be known.
But still,
Yeah.
he was
Nah.
on
Ditto.
at the time. Meek was sent to prison for slip-ups, such as travel violations over the years, getting arrested over a scuffle at the airport,
Yeah, look.
crashing at community service board, and the nail in the coffin was being caught doing wheelies on a dirt bike. But what turned out as a negative turned
Why
out
you
to be
doing that?
positive. Meek Mill received
Go
support
back,
from
go
everyone,
chill, go
including Roc
watch the
Nation,
young boys do that.
Jay-Z, Michael Rubin,
Still wanna
Kevin
fit in.
Hart, and many others. Eventually, his legal team was even
Look.
able to get him out on bail after only serving 5 months. And when Meek Mill was
Are you
released,
fucking serious,
he
though?
almost
Look at the
followed
cuffs on the
It was his
motherfucker.
time. He took a helicopter from
Yeah,
prison
bro.
to the 76ers game. He had interviews all over, including The Ellen Show and Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
I just learned that you watched my show in prison.
Coffin was being caught doing wheelies on a dirt bike. But what turned out as a negative turned into a huge positive. Meek Mill received support from everyone, including Roc Nation, Jay-Z, Michael Rubin, Kevin Hart, and many others. Eventually,
Watch
his legal
this.
team was even able to get him out on bail after only serving 5 months.
Fucking serious, bro?
Had the phone out and
Fucking
everything.
kidding me, my nigga? Like, yo.
Had the phone out and everything, dude.
Wow.
Including The Ellen Show, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
I just learned that you watched my show in prison.
Yeah, not a lot of good things to watch on TV.
And later in 2018, he released an album called Championships, which sold 229,000 copies in its first week and debuted #1 on Billboard. He also squashed his beef with Drake, and that led to the smash hit Going Bad. Meek Mill was back, and many would argue better and more popular than ever. So if Meek was on top of the rap game and had all of this going for him, what happened? Meek Mill has never been afraid of posting or saying what's on his mind.
Yo, what's with those soggy fries,
Yo,
man?
that
weirds me out. I like a lot of
Suspect,
weird shit.
soggy fries,
Suspect.
But what's
soggy
with
fries
those
on the
soggy
thighs in the
fries,
pool,
dude?
bro.
Like,
Come
why
on,
would
man.
you Instagram that? How is that like,
And
dude?
why are you
Raph
showing?
said he
Why
looked a
you
little
why you
different
showing
on
your
that-
fucking
and
man?
that-
Why you
they
showing your
just-
man
they
thighs,
just-
man?
Yo, Raph,
Why you
they-
showing your legs, nigga?
They
like?
gonna Facebook's gonna block you, bro. That's not us that's gonna block you. If you get blocked, if that comments get blocked, I'm so sorry.
Oh my.
And
Soggy fries.
Yeah, I like my size fries soggy. See, fuck them crispy fries. Yeah.
I think the soggy fries things is weird, but I don't think it should like be the closing case of this. But it just shows you that oh yeah, it's definitely an openness.
So does that mean he puts ketchup on his kneecaps?
I hope.
Oh wow.
Hey yo, what in the world, Johnny? Yo, he's digging. Yo, that's crazy.
Dipping, he said dipping
You gotta
sauce
catch
is
up
on
on
the
my
kneecap.
kneecap, you see?
What the fuck with
Yeah.
soggy fries? What? Johnny? Say that again? Run that shit back.
I gotta catch up on my kneecaps. You see? Yeah.
Dirty. Dirty.
That's different. That's very different. Shout
Idiot.
out to Raph
Anyway.
is laughing too. Raph, they blocked that comment. I'm sorry. He says I'm dying right now.
Raffy.
People post about anything, and I mean anything, from asking about vibrating panties,
What the fuck?
Yo,
saying
This
his is too good, saying it's free.
Pause.
Yes,
Hold up.
He thought he'd be eating certain things. Pictures of him eating soggy fries.
Where's the ketchup?
Oh my gosh, man! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on?
They're McDonald's, bro.
So you are a multi-million-dollar rapper. You have a brand, you have a company, you have all these. You have all these.
You have a plate on the poolside, man. What the fuck are you doing the light for, bro?
He just wanted ketchup on his kneecap, bro.
What is wrong with him, bro? What is wrong with him?
He's just washing off that ketchup real fast.
You have a company. You have grown men that look up to you.
Yeah.
You thought to slide your legs sideways and dunk fries on you and knock both your knees together to take a picture and post it up on your... Look at Ak's face right now. Academics is laughing. I would be too. This is the same man that say he gonna pull up at your house and get at you, and he knocking his knees together with French fries in between his legs.
And probably sent the pic to him.
In a swimming pool.
With no ketchup.
Always want to be in a swimming pool.
Always. Yo, man.
First of all, how are you supposed to be ashy while you're in a pool?
You're not supposed to be ashy when you're in the pool. Axel's funny. He's stupid. He said you ain't supposed to be ashy when you're in the swimming pool. That's crazy.
Wow. 4K.
Like you.
And you got caught in 4K? Is that what happened? Got caught in 4K, huh?
Dude, I don't get
pants up, huh?
He blamed it on the perkies.
And blame it on the drugs you use. Blame it on the people around you.
I think I got caught both ways, pants up and down.
Man, this is crazy. And this is not about P. Diddy. That's all I got to say.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy in here. You know,
no.
That's all I got to say. That's all I'm saying. Ralph says he's dying.
I see how his fans in Africa listen to his music. And he even said he was quitting forever.
Ralph said something important. He said it's because they don't want freedom of speech. I'm not hurting anybody by using that phrase. I'm just using it in a conversation and there being B words about it. And yo, Ralph, I agree with you 100%, bro. You're not saying that in a malice way. You're not trying to attack nobody in no way, shape, or form. And I agree with you on that. I appreciate this conversation because this is good for people to see and see the interaction with people who are watching and consumers. I'm a consumer of hip-hop also. I'm a fan of hip-hop. So I have to talk about these things on my page because I've had previous conversations on posts that I had with people. But it was about P. Diddy and Meek. It wasn't about Meek Mill as a rapper, as an entity itself. I love the man's music. He's really great at what he does. He's a great artist. His work ethic is probably better than most artists that I know. So I salute to him. But I'm not talking about his music at this standpoint in time. I'm talking about the human being himself. So that's a really great... Excuse me. It's a really great point from Ralph. Ralph, it would be great to have you on the future For Shits podcast to talk about these conversations. I think people need to speak more about these type of things and come to the forefront and speak about the false masculinity in hip hop that we were so sought out that through you had to think that you had to go do something bad just to spit 16 bars verse that are in the studio that you ain't gonna get no bread from. You're not gonna monetize your stuff. You're not gonna publish your music correctly. This is what happens to these young people that come and do music. I've seen it all the time. They don't know their rights. They don't know how to put their music on BMI. And these old heads are not telling them. I'm not talking about the man. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about these black people that own these studios. They're not telling these kids what they should be doing. And I know that because it happened to me. And that's why I could talk about my own experiences. I've walked into a studio and known more than the engineer, watched him work on my music and be like, hey, bro, you missing a couple things over here. Add my reverb over here. Slide my vocals forward just a little tad bit so it drops right. And he didn't even know what I was doing. So there are not. It's one thing being used and used correctly or being misused, and that's the problem with this whole situation. And I'm glad academics, not because of the beef he had with Meek Mill, but he brought it to a level where people can understand from both sides. If you like Meek Mill, you could rock with him this way. But he's like, I don't even like the dude, but I'm going to still show you his accolades, which is really great. Ralph says, no doubt. I remember how it was in the beginning. Trust me, I remember the trailer in the booth. See, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And like Ralph understands that. Like that's how you have to build. You have to start from nothing. And even academics spoke upon that. He said Meek Mill came from the trenches, but he wasted his talent because of his ego. He said that in the beginning of the presentation here. So to continue on, what's up, Jenny? What's good with y'all? Let's go ahead and continue forward. We're gonna go ahead and push with academics.
And spoiler alert, that didn't last. But not all of the posts are on the cringy side. Some will just make you flat out shake your head. And even though I don't think he did this with bad intent, Meek Mill had lyrics in a song about Kobe Bryant's
Honest,
passing
what's up
only a
with
year
you?
after it happened, and it caused outrage. Always tell me that she loved me, but she ain't ever showed me. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. And Vanessa
That's
Bryant,
crazy.
Kobe Bryant's wife,
Too
was
early.
happy about this, and she said Meek
Too
could do
early.
better. And to Meek's credit, he apologized for this. But there are a lot of people on social media
In
who aren't as
private.
nice as Vanessa Bryant,
private,
and they're
of
not
course.
afraid of
He
letting
had to.
Meek
He couldn't
know
do right
how they
now.
feel.
Yeah.
For
French
example,
fries on a leg
Meek
is
recently made a
crazy.
tweet saying this: play dumb to dumb people and act smarter on smart people. Rich people be saying anything and think they're inspirational. He doesn't even know what he's saying. They will document Meek's fall off like the Roman Empire. He also tweeted this: every time I do a verse, I charge 250K and up. If you got 150K on site
I'm
and I
not
like the
paying
song,
that for
we
a
can
Meek
swap it
verse.
out. Pay
Nope.
Meek 250 racks
I
to
nope.
bikes and
I
fans,
AI
and
that
it's
shit.
No,
before
no
I
man's
do
worth that
that.
much.
That mad at me when
That's
I do it.
crazy.
No
I
man's
would
worth
AI
that.
that man voice on the track before I
crazy.
pay him
That price, give me a feature or a gunner.
250K.
Now, I know to many,
No.
hate on social media doesn't mean anything. It's just
That's
the
like
internet.
5 car
As what's
payments,
next,
bro.
social media comments directly affect Meek emotionally, which I know everyone agrees is important.
I don't care what nobody says about Meek Mill. And you can say he's the biggest gangster in the world. He has 1 million bodies and he sold the most coke and he's whatever. He's done whatever. When blogs post him, he goes to the comment section like any insecure person and reads what they're saying. He scrolls up.
I think
and if
any
it's not
artist does
positive,
that. I'm
he
gonna
feels
defend
a certain
that.
way.
I would too.
Aside from his beef with Drake,
I will go
one
look
of
at
Meek's
what you say
biggest
about me. I
beefs
wanna see
wasn't
what
even
you're
with a
saying.
rapper. It was with DJ Academics, a blogger. The beef started with Meek Mill asking Academics to stop posting him on his Instagram page all the way back in 2017.
He sends me a DM with a bunch of chaser dudes. It's a group DM. Okay, I call it a digital jumping. Yo, fam.
A digital
if you're not
jumping.
posting me in a positive way, don't really post me. But he says clearly, if you don't post me in a positive way, don't post me at all. I haven't posted.
Meek Mill even thought Academics
That's the
had
ego.
bots in his comment section.
Ralph, you're
during the
right.
Drake beef in 2015 and were commenting negative stuff about him.
But at that time, he's thinking Drake is paying for these things. Either paying bloggers or literally paying bots to just do it. Like, just...
I wouldn't take it that far. You're thinking that someone's paying bots to some comments.
No.
And trends and Twitch. I don't think that works like that.
Yo, Drake paid bots! Yo, they spamming L's! Yo, turn the comments! I'm like, bro, I don't turn off comments for no... Yeah, that was such a funny time. Yo... Nobody.
So Academics listened to him and stopped posting Meek. But then Meek said this in an interview only 6 months later.
And some of them got influence. Like, I don't know, if you watch this little pages you watch, you might see Academics page. You'll see they post everybody's album. They gonna post no Meek Mill album. There's a lot of them things.
But
they
he
ain't
just
posting
bigged
my
them
album,
up, though.
You know, when we see it, we have a little talk about it.
So Academics started posting him again. But after a bit of time had passed, Meek Mill was back and commented on his Instagram page to stop posting him once again.
Meek said never choose a kid over your fam. This was around like Father's Day. What did I caption it as? Meek Mill with a message. He got to the conversation and said, stop posting me on this page. Okay.
And at this point, Academics went off and gave his thoughts on Meek Mill and the whole situation.
Meek Mill is what we call the sensitive gangster. All he talks is the streets, the trenches, tough. This is how we handle it. But he gets offended at the very most minute things. He's ultra sensitive.
As time went on, Meek Mill got more mad because now he didn't like what Academics' Instagram page stood for. As he felt Academics' Instagram causes violence in hip-hop, he makes a lot of money and provides nothing to the culture.
So Meek Mill's defense... Meek Mill's defense to Academics is calling Academics a culture vulture. When Academics was a blogger on Complex, which is a mainly hip hop. It's like the new source. It's like the new source. And he's been interviewing rappers for years. He's the one that puts
the Migos and shit.
Yeah, he did. Well, Joe Budden fucked that up.
He stayed with the Migos on.
He did.
He didn't step off like Joe Budden. Joe Budden was disrespectful.
Joe Budden was mad disrespectful. Yo, Joe Budden was crazy on that. That was wild. But but Academics has been talking about hip hop for years. But that's what Meek was saying, that he is a culture vulture, and that's what his defense was towards Academics.
And them and Quando and them, then you posting OTF and all that. You better understand what you're doing. I watch your post. We could go right to your page. You got one of them, and then you
That's
got
crazy.
under that. It's like y'all inciting it and selling it.
Meek Mill even put a green light on academics, which allegedly means you're now a target. And academics, as he said many times, isn't a street person, so he apparently contacted the police about it.
Yeah, of course academics told.
I sent that to the police. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, yo, are you greenlit? Wait, Meek Mill just told me in front of the world I'm greenlit? Okay, here's the cops.
21 Savage got both of them on a Clubhouse call to try and fix the relationship.
Yo, Ralph, I know. There's ways you can replicate plays, and you can replicate views, and you can replicate any type of real type of organic reach through certain advertisements, certain ways that people have done. You're absolutely right. But you got to remember, academics is the blogger for Complex. He's been had a following. He's been doing Instagram. He has a platform that he built from the ground up. I'm not saying that bots are real or fake, and not saying that people don't use them. I've had personal experiences when using bots. That's the thing, and you can notice the difference in how to use it, and why the whole reason the algorithm exists is because of the bots, my boy. That's why it even exists, because people wanted to figure out what was a bot and what was not. That was the whole reason. So I understand that's real, but cut your mic on, bro. It's off right now. But I understand complete where you come from, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean nothing. So what, you paying for a little bit of promotion? So what, you could buy bots on Discord to fill your Discord, to have conversations and create video games. It's all an algorithm. It's AI, man. It's just part of technology now. It's to get the idea moving, or the thought process moving. Those are user accounts that's being created, emails. A human was behind that. So I understand the replication of plays. I've done it before. I've done it to get people in certain places they are right now. Just know that.
Relationship, and shout out to 21 Savage for this, because he was actually trying to be partial and fair to both sides.
I like 21, man. 21's the truth.
Man, you know who you talking
What up,
about.
Walter? Join the conversation. Pro Meek or Con Meek? No Diddy. There's no Diddy on this.
No Diddy.
No doubt.
Wasn't a good idea, because after this, academics put his foot on the gas, and he would not stop.
So Meek, you ain't cancel.
You tried to cancel academics using the internet.
Who's with me?
It's just another part of the algorithm, my brother. That's it. You're right. You're right. I agree with you.
What the is happening? Because he's still talking about you.
In the height of their beef in 2021,
yo, shout out to all the viewers tuned in right now, man. Be a part of the conversation. What do you think?
He was rubbing his hands like Birdman, waiting for the first week.
Yo, Ack is mad. Yo, look at Ack. He's a dog. He loves. Watch how he explains what he does on the internet.
You a what? Wait, chat, what did he say? What did Meek Mill say? Yo, big dog in the culture. Nigga sold 6,000 records. Yo, chat, man. You sold 80,000 records. You flopped. You could tweet, oh, my album's better than Championship. You flopped. You flopped. 229 to 89. You flopped.
Academics also accuse Meek of being a hypocrite for a couple of reasons. The first being that Meek is only tough with people that are weaker than him.
Let me tell you this. You know, God, I hope this never happens. If you ever see him beat somebody up, it's gonna be Safari or a blogger. He'll never beat up an actual. Meek was in the store with Nicki's boyfriend. Nicki's boyfriend was allegedly alone. You think that if academics was in that Louis store by myself with 20 chasers, that Meek ain't trying to beat me up?
Chasers are the dream chasers that Meek have signed. Those are the artists that he signed under his label.
So cloud chasers?
He DM'd me with about 45 chasers. Clearly a move of intimidation to try to let me know, like, yo, we could jump you, son. Like, we the chasers. Like, yo, we're tough. We'll do a wheelie and tie you to the back. And I'm like, okay.
It still portrays a gangster persona, and doing both doesn't make sense.
Meek music is hypocritical music. He claims he's trying to go for prison reform, but all he's doing is rapping about that can land people in prison. Hypocritical and mid.
But beefing with academics.
I said the same thing. I said that's what I was saying.
And again, the question is, why?
That's what I was saying the whole time. That false masculinity. You are portraying this entity that pushes.
I mean, I guess it's in his name. His name is Meek.
This Johnny's stupid. But I'm saying, What I mean is like you were saying all these things in your music, and you go switch to prison reform, and then this new information comes about you. People call it rumors or tabloids. Some people are saying it's true. It's people that's in Diddy's circle and what's going on and what they got going on. That's all allocated in that. But all I was saying is, you talk all this trash about brotherhood, and people do this. I don't know what it is. It's something with some of these old heads from the '80s that preach this brotherhood shit, and they love you and all this other stuff, and want to stab you in the back while laughing in your face.
Smile in your face, the backstabber,
and then stab you right in your fucking back. Yeah. And that's the part I'm talking about. Those hypocritical from them old heads, them 30, 40 weird niggas. I'm talking about them guys. Those are the dudes I'm trying to show y'all what's going on with. You got to look at them. If they look away from you, you know something iffy about it. They can't even look in the mirror and say they can do anything for themselves. Because they can't, nigga. That's what I'm showing you what academics is seeing. That fake, false masculinity for no reason.
Meek Mill, someone who is supposed to be a top
rapper, can't even assess your emotions sometimes.
Beefing with people like academics and 6ix9ine.
I'm gonna start off with Meek Mill, right? I'm gonna start off with Meek. And look, you need this clout.
In 2020, Meek vowed to destroy 6ix9ine, and this is from 6ix9ine snitching.
Wait, no, this is a funny one. This is a funny tweet.
Start off with Meek. And look, you need this clout.
In 2020, Meek vowed to destroy.
Internet got a witness in witness protection living in a townhouse that can't come outside saying, check on me. I'm helping free people, you putting family members behind bars. I gotta crush you for the culture, you chump.
Destroy 6ix9ine, and this is from 6ix9ine snitching. Meek first spoke on 6ix9ine after he got released from prison, and he had announced he was going to be going on Instagram Live to have a talk. Meek tweeted about the live, and he said the only reason he should be doing it is to apologize to the people that he snitched on.
Listen, I snitched, I ratted. But where was the loyalty when you were snitching?
Yo, that's crazy.
He's open the fuck as that. Why? Why?
Oh, that's crazy. That's
He's the
crazy.
biggest rat by far.
Yep.
He's the biggest rat by far.
And he's fucking proud of it.
He's the biggest rat by far. Bitch 9, he's the biggest
Bitch
rat
9.
by far.
Yo, that
Bitch
shit's crazy. Like, he's got hip-hop chains on and rainbow hair. And it's these same dudes that sit there telling on you right now and everything you talking about in the corner, watching your moves, looking at you doing what you do, Meek Mill. And it's these same type of dudes that be getting caught up with your ego, man. And it is crazy, wow, how it be like that. It be the same type. You think he cool, you over there splitting the plate with him, and then he over there telling on you in the corner. Don't even want to eat crab ragoons no more because you had to go through that incident.
Yeah.
Rave's like, the gall of this guy.
Mother, where was the loyalty when you was caught on the wiretap trying to kill me? Where was the loyalty when you tried to kidnap my mother? Where was the loyalty when you were stealing millions of dollars from me? Where was that? A rat like me to come home and still do more numbers than you, I would be mad too.
And I understand what Meek stands for. He's a rapper from the States, and while he doesn't respect 6ix9ine as he cooperated with law enforcement, it's another beef Meek started doesn't make him look too good at the end. 6ix9ine decided to do some research of his own.
Kodak got that. Kodak talked about that. Nah, hold on. Kodak was like, that's y'all rat. He said, that's y'all rat. That's what he said. He's like, I'm going to get this M for my people in Florida, my Haitian people. Yo, Kodak. He said that on Drink Champs. Everybody want to talk about Kodak can't speak and he not smart. But Kodak Black said clearly, so everybody could hear him, over all the Haitian Creole talk and slang that he was saying in that podcast, he said, that's y'all rat. And he said that clear as day. So just remember Kodak a real he went up there and said that, and he said, I took that money, they paid an M, and he moved his chain like this a couple times, and he said, man, that's an M. You know what an M is? 50 Cent said on Jimmy Fallon, $1 million in the hood is a lot of money. What would you do? What would you do if you know, but you didn't get $1 million in the P. Diddy? What would you?
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No doubt.
Previously cooperated with the government. The woman's name is Desiree Perez, now CEO of Rock Nation.
Desiree Perez struck a deal with the feds, agreeing to wear a hidden wire to record her meetings with a major cocaine.
You work with them too, boy.
Her undercover informant.
You work with them too.
Courtroom praise for federal prosecutors. You see Meek Mill right here with Desiree Perez, right? She's part of his bill with Jay-Z. This is part of Rock Nation, right? She's executive at Rock Nation. But then you go saying, yo, listen, we don't fuck with rats. Your executive is a rat, so you pick and choose? Because if you don't want to be around rats completely, you're with a rat right there.
6ix9ine's attack didn't end there, and he began dissing Meek about losing.
All that talk,
that's so
talk,
true.
Bro, but I'm saying, like, that's the part I'm saying. And
then he got Mickey licking a lollipop. That's a slap. That's a slap.
Literally a slap.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's like I got your ex on my video licking my hair like a lollipop.
Since Nicki left you, you are a nobody.
That's crazy.
Nicki took you on tour. You were her opener. Nicki made you. Did you forget? I forgot what Drake said. What did Drake say? You said, "Is that your tour or your girl's tour?" That was never your tour, homie.
This beef ended up sparking a face-to-face altercation. Meek Mill and 6ix9ine ran into each other at a club, and when he ran into him, Meek claims he spit on him, and then 6ix9ine left. But then they ran into each other in a parking garage, and things got wild.
That's a fact, you. That's a fact. Security. This is security.
After the incident, Meek got on Twitter and had this to say. We did not run into each other. I was getting into my car, and he just popped out. We almost were smoking on that 6ix9ine pack to the level of a viral moment. He trying to get someone locked up, no cap. But believe it or not, the beefs didn't end there. Meek now had beef with his own label, Atlantic Records, and allegedly Rick Ross. I haven't got paid for music, and I don't know how much money labels make off me. I need lawyers ASAP. Meek Mill also tweeted about Atlantic Records making hundreds.
He's telling Rose, he did what the fuck? He went to Rockefeller. Oh man, if y'all ain't see the move on that, that's crazy.
And this is why he has no friends.
Joel, what up, baby? That's crazy. Like y'all didn't see the move. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Meek Mill and Ross have been talking. They've done some interviews together. I guess they're good now. But just look at the move.
On that 6ix9ine pack to the level of a viral moment. He trying to get someone locked up.
It's a move. It's a game.
Believe it or not, the beefs didn't end there. Meek now had beef with his own label, Atlantic Records, and allegedly Rick Ross. I haven't got paid for music, and I don't know how much money labels make off me. I need lawyers ASAP. Meek Mill also tweeted about Atlantic Records making hundreds of millions of dollars off him, and apparently stealing Roddy Ricch from him while he was in jail.
I mean, I called Meek as soon as that happened. He gave me the whole rundown. We just had a conversation just about his perspective,
Roddy's
and
nice.
It was a valid point, valid situation with what he got going on. His situation with Atlantic is not my situation with them.
As for Rick Ross, Meek was allegedly upset over his deal.
So Roddy was like, Roddy fell back. He said, "No, I'm still with Atlantic."
Yeah.
Roddy made the right move. He said, "Yo, Meek, I don't know what's going on. They doing
That's
this."
your business.
Yeah. He stepped back as an artist. Yo, give it up for Roddy Ricch seeing a situation and just being true to himself as an artist. He said, "Yo, I'm making money out here. I'm not gonna ruffle no feathers. I'm gonna play my position. I'm a great artist. I'm getting tours. I'm gonna do shows. I got fans. I'm gonna represent myself well on this podcast." He was on the podcast right there, looking fresh, got the chain on. He still had Meek Mill chain on. And he still represented him in a way where he didn't throw his mans under the bus because that's the person that got him on. Salute to Roddy Ricch. His music's really great. I like what he be talking about. I'm just another part of the game. That's what I'm saying. It's to play to keep them both in the limelight. I agree with that. And the play happened, Ralph, is when he averted from Ross to go to Jay-Z to understand what was going on with the money in the label. That's what Academics is pointing out in this whole situation. And that's what 6ix9ine was saying. And that's a good move. Go see where your money's at from Ross. But you're doing all these things and you have artists under you, have a label. It's a business thing. You should know what's going on, so on and so forth. Let's continue on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is After the Shxts. Let's get it.
Gilly the Kid even took Meek Mill's side and had some pretty choice words for Rick Ross.
Will you give Meek the money you owe him? Because you got him in a 1914
Shout out to Gilly.
slave deal. A Harriet Tubman joint.
He's in a Harriet Tubman.
Why does he look like Ben?
It was in Europe. Meek Mill wouldn't let Rick Ross come into a section at a club in Miami.
Rick Ross showed up, and Rick Ross was trying to be in and about the vicinity of Meek, and apparently Meek allegedly had people instructed to say, "Don't allow it to happen." Meek had an issue. I guess he was in conversations about talking about how he
Rob said it is
MMG,
smart.
and because those issues weren't resolved yet, and I don't know what else transpired, he wasn't down with kicking it with Rick Ross at the moment.
But only a year later, the duo of Meek Mill and Rick Ross were back together. Because in late 2023, Rick Ross and Meek Mill released a joint album called Too Good to Be True. They put the beef rumors to rest and were ready to release their project.
That's
But
great.
As the first week's sales came in, people were a bit surprised. Too Good to Be True sold 32,000 copies in its first week. So to
That's
most people
dope.
looking, they would say that's a flop. especially when it's both.
I
Meek
think that's
and
dope.
Ross together.
I wouldn't say that's
Of
a
course,
flop.
50 Cent had a little jab for the both of them.
Up 50's involved.
Damn.
They don't know him. I keep asking them about these. They don't know.
Meek clapped back at the haters speaking down on their album sales, and essentially Meek was saying the numbers are low.
50
because there was
took
no
it sitting
label support.
straight.
They
That's
control
crazy.
numbers. And if you don't know, Meek and Ross are both independent now, and Meek could have a point when he's talking about this. But if we were being honest, 33,000 for Meek Mill and Rick Ross is a flop any way you look at it. And I know people will say sales aren't the same, which I really do get, but these are supposed to be big dogs in the game. Seeing Meek Mill fall so far from the top to literally tweeting asking people if they think he fell off is tough to see. Meek Mill's old enemy DJ.
If you have to do that,
playing in the back.
And his answer might surprise you.
I would hope you think I don't have animosity towards you anymore. I mean, people now feel like your time has passed, and that's the biggest thing that I don't know how that hits your ego. By the way, if it was only talent, I think you would be still highly regarded. There was a stunting of growth with you because we were looking for the next evolution.
And I do agree with academics. Yes, Meek can definitely still rap, and he's probably better than a lot of the rappers still out there.
Yes,
but at the
he
same
is.
time, he didn't take that next step like his peers did in Drake, Kendrick, or Cole, as they all transformed their music to that next level. But Meek's downfall is one that is tough, because the beefs also hurt his reputation, and I have to be honest, Meek's own decision-making on social media played a big part in hurting his reputation. But one thing is for certain, Meek Mill will never fall off from giving us good content on social media. I appreciate you watching, and I want to know your opinion in the comments. Peace.
Salute to Diverse Lifestyle. Good video. Good video. There was a lot more to really add. The jumping of Quentin Miller, Safari. There's a public perception that no matter, even if Meek try to say something nice or do something nice, he's always, likability is important for every rapper. And I think, he squandered that away with futile beefs and doing certain things that just didn't make him look good. And yeah, just stunned of growth. So, hey, again, I'm gonna just take my W.
Act didn't mention nothing
I've never
about the
said
Diddy
I was ever
shit.
get violent with
Nope.
nothing like that.
No Diddy.
I think my point was
No
proven.
doubt.
He thought the platform.
I just
that
want that to
had
be
was a
known.
very minute and minuscule.
And he had personal qualms with Meek Mill. I just want to leave it there, guys.
That just shows you even more that his argument's valid.
His argument is very valid.
He didn't even throw in that.
And I feel that I just wanted to present to the fact of what was going on and being talked about Meek Mill, because people got mad at me on my own page, and I was just like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? Like, it's things going on that are being revealed, and I'm glad that people can finally see it. And let's talk about it. Let's really talk about how can we fix this? How can we find a solution to this ongoing cycle of nonsense and why hip hop is here. Let's really get to the point and really try to make it better. And I think there are great artists out here who are maintaining, especially the new young artists out here maintaining hip hop and keeping it a stride. So I appreciate everybody being part of this conversation. Yo, shout out to the people of Four Shits, Axel, Johnny Ghost, Beneficial Bang. God, wake up! You sleeping over here, Bang? What you doing? You on camera, bro? What you doing?
Ain't no motherfucking thing, man. Ain't nothing to it. It's one thing on the giant.
Yo, whoever's watching Bang sleep right now,
that way, dog.
Clip that and send it back to me, because I want to send it to him.
No Diddy.
Oh shit.
No Diddy.
Oh shit.
Yo, man. So this is rated for mature, so we up in here, man.
No
I'm
Diddy.
Mr.Goodbarz. This is my personal page. We on the After Shxts. We're a little bit more mature on this side. We talk about things that you and other people and other social media don't talk about. We talk about the crap that you don't want to say. We talk about the poop that you don't want to give to the world. We give it to you, man.
For shits. After shit.
The after the shit.
We in the shit.
The second one
to talk about, man. You guys have a wonderful day, and if you got any questions or you got some opinions about this, please hit up in the inbox or the comments, man. We are YHL Young Hustle League. After the shits. We out.
After the shits.
It's the